was looking for at all, Paul. In fact, there were signs right from the kick-off, weren't there?
Yeah, it was a shocking start, and you have to say for the full half of football, it's been a little bit shambolic, really. You see a long punt up here, and I mentioned Darlow before the game. He's so relaxed and casual on the ball that it's just not good enough. Look, it'd be difficult to score from there, put it that way. But the signs were there right from the very first seconds that this was going to be bad. McTominay here running with the ball, ridiculous on a day like this, a hot day like this as well. And the real quality in the middle of the pitch has been poor, really. It's you would think he'd be changing that at half time, but you have to give credit to Danny Welbeck. His movement in behind Maguire and Martinez, he's just onside there. But Maguire's an experienced centre half, and he's probably the slowest player on the pitch. He's trying to play a high line. He can't do that. He's got to drop 5 yards just to protect himself more than anything. Danny Welbeck has made some great runs, you have to say that.
Yeah, and Fred needs to be aware of what's happening around him there, Steve. We just highlighted him on that first clip, and we'll highlight him again here, because both goals, he's caught ball watching. You see, he does the hard bit. Look at him here at the bottom of the screen, chasing back. No one can fault his commitment, his work ethic. And he does that hard bit, but then he thinks the job's done. And again, he doesn't look what's behind him. Caught sleeping, caught ball watching for the second time, and he's been punished both times, 2-0.
Credit Brighton, though, in those goals, particularly that second one, Sean.
Yeah, most definitely. For me, I think Brighton have done exactly what we all thought they would do, which was good possession of the ball, which surprisingly Man United have more than them. But I think with the possession that Brighton have had with the ball, they've been effective. It's possession with the event to make something happen at the end, i.e. be it get a corner or create a chance. And I think because they're getting good possession, it's giving time for Danny Welbeck to make those runs in between the two centre-backs and into that full-back space behind them where a centre-back has to go out. And normally what's happened is as soon as he turns, he puts the ball back across the box. And we've seen it on 2 occasions, so it's left them outnumbered on the back post.
For Scott McTominay, were you happy with the yellow card interpretation for this tackle?
I was happy he didn't get sent off, but I think he's slightly lucky. Again, he's running with the ball. Absolutely ridiculous. Running with the ball on this pitch on a dry day. And he does go over the top. You can argue it's a little bit of a on the side foot, but that could easily be a red card. Now, the quality of the player in the middle of the pitch is nowhere near good enough, but we've seen that for the last 2 years with these two players. Fred and McTominay together, he's going to have to go with one of them, and one of them's probably too much, because Fred is giving the ball away every time. McTominay's running with the ball, constantly running with the ball, trying to dribble, gives the ball away. Pass the ball to your best players. It's not that difficult, Steve. Eriksen, Fernandes, great creative players. Rashford, Sancho run through. Really good players. Running with the ball, it's criminal on a day like today, it's criminal.
Talking of Eriksen and Fernandes, what have you made of the way they've set up in front of them?
Well, that was the big question, Steve, before the game, is who's going to play highest. Erik ten Hag said that he was going to play Eriksen higher up, but we've seen a lot of the time this situation, Eriksen dropping in and Bruno Fernandes running into the space he's leaving. It's a real nice movement they've got between them going, but it's never been picked out. Scholes said, the passing towards the front players has been non-existent. They're more interested in running with the ball, but you see it here. There's lots of occasions where Bruno Fernandes is actually using that pocket that Eriksen's running into to then fill the void. And again here, so he was getting a little bit frustrated towards the end. Not once was he found, but that's the combination play that we're looking for. And Scholes mentioned it before the game. We thought that the wide player Scholes might play actually inside and run into those from a diagonal point of view, run into the spaces that the lads are creating ahead.
Yeah, exactly what we said. And for Fernandes to be the one to do it, it's not his strength. He's the one who drops into spaces, gets on the ball and plays them type of runs in. Even if the ball comes to him, he's not going to be able to run through anyway because somebody will probably catch him. It's your quick players. Fernandes, Eriksen, drop in, and then as I said, there's Sancho from the right-hand side, straight through, Rashford from that side, and they're the players that play the balls to these people.
Congratulations, Pascal. 2 goals, a win against Manchester United, a historic win, almost the perfect start to the season.
Yeah, I think we can't ask for much more. 3 points away from home against Manchester United. Their first home game is a big win for us today.
2 more goals for you to add to your tally against this club. What is it about playing Manchester United that you seem to enjoy so much?
I don't know. I would love to score more goals also against other teams, but yeah, always against Manchester United. Don't know why.
Right from the word go, it was a great start. What clicked so well in that first half?
I think we played really well. The game plan was really good. We stick to it. Away from home, yeah, I think played really well, had our chances and be clinical in front of goal.
United's goal perhaps made the second half a little bit more uncomfortable. How do you think they were able to come back into the game?
Yeah, it's always tough. Old Trafford, if you get a 2-1, the last 25 minutes are tough. You have to dig in, you have to defend as a team. There will be tough moments, and I think we did it as a unit so well today.
And it's the second time you've done it in a matter of months. How does this win compare to the one at the Amex, the 4-0?
Both nice, always good to win a football game against Manchester United. Both nice wins, great start into the season. We're really happy today.
Yeah, and how excited are you now about what you might achieve this season as a club?
No, it's the first 3 points. We're happy and we move forward.
All right, well, congratulations. You are player of the match. Well deserved.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
A terrific day all round for Pascal Gross. He certainly enjoys playing against Manchester United, and they particularly enjoyed that first half, didn't they, Brighton?
First hour, they were far and away the better team. I thought Danny Welbeck's performance, actually, I know he scored the 2 goals, but I thought Danny Welbeck as a centre-forward, all-round centre-forward's performance, other than scoring a goal, I thought it was brilliant. He stretched Maguire and Martinez, kept running in behind him into them pockets. It looked an obvious game plan and something you would probably plan for, and did, and it worked brilliantly well. But no, they were good. Brighton were well worthy of the victory. I know United came into it the last 20 minutes, half an hour, which you'd always expect after scoring a goal, bringing Cristiano on. Amazed he didn't come on at half time, to be honest with you. And look, I think we can talk about United all day and say how poor they were, but Brighton were really good on the other end as well.
And he was involved in the goals, Danny Welbeck, wasn't he?
He was. I don't think we should be surprised at Brighton. I mean, we've probably been surprised for a couple of seasons. We shouldn't be anymore. They're a very, very competent team in the Premier League. But Danny Welbeck was very good. Me and Scholes have both played alongside him. He's one of the great frustrations of football, really, because he's got absolutely everything in terms of pace, intelligence. He can run. He's good in the air. He just doesn't score enough goals. Doesn't stay fit possibly long enough. But he was a constant thorn in Manchester United's side, and you see his run there that almost starts the move. I don't really blame Luke Shaw at all there. He's got to go to the nearest point of danger, and Fred, I feel, should be aware of what's around him in the build-up, because then that causes the backlog on the back post, Sean.
Yeah, I have to totally agree. I think he highlighted that in the first goal, and then the second goal, you can see it there. He doesn't get back as far as he did in the first goal, but he still doesn't know what's around him and leaves that space wide open. And I think Caicedo in this game, this move in total was a great counter-attack, that they utilised the space well and that they picked the right passes. And here again, like you said in the first one, this time he actually gets back into position, but he goes to sleep and Gross is awake to get the rebound.
This is the best angle, isn't it? I think, Scholesy, where you just see his body.
Yeah, it's Fred again falling asleep. Like you said at half-time, mate, he's done the hard thing, but that's not enough. Just running back towards your goal is not enough. You have to be aware of what's around you. You have to expect that your goalkeeper is going to make. I'm not sure it's a mistake. It's a good save, but maybe he could have hit it wider. But as a defender, you've got to expect that. And his body shape's all wrong. You can't see him. The lad just nips in behind him.
Yeah, and for Brighton, we mentioned their 9th place finish and how they go and better that. We also mentioned the 2 players they've lost in the summer, Cucurella and Basuma. What a feel it for them to go to Old Trafford on the opening day and win.
Yeah, and as I say, we shouldn't really be surprised. They're a very good side, and they can go and put in a performance like that at Old Trafford, having lost their 2 best players over the summer, is different class, and you'd expect them to go and be able to invest that 100-odd million that they've sold their 2 best players for. And they rarely miss in the transfer market. You know, those 2 players in particular, that's a great sign of what they can do. Buy players cheapish and go and sell them for big money. They put an awful lot of work into their transfer dealings, and they're getting the rewards, and as we've seen over the last couple of weeks. And you would think, as I say, if they go and reinvest wisely, who knows where they can finish another top half maybe.
Certainly a day that Brighton will never forget. The same for Erik ten Hag for very different reasons.